Is Eric Clapton overrated? This is when I have to just kind of look at myself and go, what the
Speaking of what the fuck, this country is doomed. Doomed as doom can be, I must say. Look at this fucking moron.
Oh no!
Just keeps on driving.
Oh my god.
Let's have a look at that again. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
No.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Oh my god.
Keep on moving.
I saw that coming.
Yeah, everybody on the goddamn earth did except for these fucking morons.
Sadly.
These
Oh
future
my God.
Darwin recipients.
And they just kept driving.
Just kept on driving.
They're still driving. Oh my goodness.
Gotta hit more people.
Oh my goodness.
Craziness! What is going on out there? I think people might already be zombies. Fuck you, 5G!
What do you do when you get lonely? No one waiting by your side. You've been running, hiding on too long. You know it's just your foolish pride.
What's up, everybody? Ed here. In my endless search for quality content on YouTube and the internet, especially within the guitar community, I find it increasingly frustrated to find people that have even a clue of what they're talking about. They're making this shit up as they go on, or they've got some kind of opinion. You know what they say about opinions. We all have, they're like assholes. We all have one, and you know, the rest. It all started with a thing on Twitter where Turd Nugent went after a 2008, 3, 4, 1997 Rolling Stone article list of the 100 greatest guitar players. And old Turd didn't make it on the list. And he dissed Joan Jett because she did make it on the list. Well, let me tell you, Turd, you, along with a lot of other people on the internet, seem to think that aggressive noise and distortion is music or musical. I got news for you. It's not. And I find it funny that these people criticize Eric Clapton, whose net worth is in excess of $450 million. And they neglect the fact that he played with the Yardbirds, John Mayall's Blues Breakers, had this extensive solo career, broke MTV with his MTV Unplugged set. You know, doesn't count, doesn't matter. Couldn't care less. Not to mention that he had some of the best rock hits, that he played with some of the best people: George Harrison, Bobby Whitlock, John Mayall, Jimmy Page, Jeff Beck. You know, those aren't accomplishments. What? Those aren't accomplishments. What are you kidding? Are you kidding? He can't be any good. He can't be. Those guys were just helping him out. That's what they were doing. They were helping old Eric out. And I find it hilarious. I find it absolutely hilarious. And I don't claim that Eric Clapton is the greatest guitar player ever. I think that in the realm of developing the style of blues rock and introducing it to pop music and making it accessible to the masses, that Eric Clapton was paramount in his accomplishments in doing that. And, gee whiz, There's another guy I wanna talk about.
At me because I'm trying to buy some establishment that you work at and go about my day. I'm writing your manager, your manager's manager, and your manager's manager. I'm writing your district manager and your regional manager. I'm sending a carrier pigeon to corporate. Everybody in your chain of command is going to know how you stop. And I don't want to hear, well, maybe they're just having a bad day because it's about to get worse.
Chuck Berry. Was he one of the greatest guitar players of all time? I don't know. Did every single freaking guitar player to ever come down the pike learn Johnny B. Good as one of their first rock riffs? Did everybody learn the pentatonic scale from Johnny B. Good and Chuck Berry and his songs? It was written in 1958. 1958. 1958. Did Chuck have more hits with that guitar style and those three chords than anybody ever? Could be. Could be. But, you know, you guys, or not you guys, people seem to equate greatness with shred, you know, and high gain distortion fast. To me, things have to be musical. They have to be melodic and they have to be musical. I have one friend that claims, you know, well, you know, the Beatles weren't all that good musician-wise. They just had catchy tunes. Paul McCartney's I'm going to say the richest musician on this ball we live on, spinning around the sun in space, okay? He's worth over $1 billion. Not too many other guys have accomplished that. One of the guys that may have come closest is Herb Albert, because he founded A&M Records and some other stuff. And he had the Tijuana Brass, which was really cool. You know, he playing his trumpet and blowing his horn. But Chuck Berry, are you kidding me? You know, no, maybe he wasn't the greatest guitar player in the world and he was kind of sloppy, but man, he could duck walk. And that single style of guitar playing was probably one of the, not probably, it is one of the most influential styles in rock and roll history to play. It's where everybody that ever wanted to learn to play rock started prior to 1990, okay? After that, people born in the 80s, they weren't exposed to it. It was too late for them. They weren't hearing that stuff anymore. But he's another one like Eric Clapton, you know? They want to say how, well, he wasn't that great. He just had some, you know, good songs. All his big hits were all covers. Everybody does covers. Every freaking big hit. When I was a kid, I was devastated riding down the road with my mother, coming home from my piano lesson, and Nazareth, Love Hurts came on the radio, and I said, isn't this a great song, Mom? And she goes, well, it's always been a good song, but I don't know about this version. And I went, what? They wrote it. She goes, oh, no. This is an Everly Brothers song from the 50s. One of the next ones was like Train Kept A-Rollin' by Aerosmith and Walkin' the Dog by Aerosmith. They didn't write them, folks. They didn't write them. And you know that, but at the time when I was a teenager and the records came out, I didn't know that. I didn't know that a great percentage of Led Zeppelin's early records were blues tune ripoffs. You know, come on. Yikes. So, in my opinion, it's not what your level of guitar virtuosity is. It's where you've taken it, what you've done with it, how you've expressed yourself. I challenge anybody really to be as expressive as Eric Clapton has been in his career. He's a master songwriter. He's old school, you know. And it's like, it's not the level of guitar playing, which personally I think is pretty damn freaking good. Okay, I think Eric's a pretty good guitar player. I think he's competent. I think he pulled it off well, you know. And of all the songs I've watched him play, and the times I've played him play live, seen him play live on video and stuff, flawless. He doesn't make mistakes. Things don't go wrong, okay? The level of presentation and professionalism is a step above the competition, okay? And that's why Eric is who he is and what he does. So it's where you take your guitar playing. Hey, where have I taken my guitar playing? I've taken it 8 miles west to the resort on a little stage of, and by the way, you know, I posted a video last night of the non-gig because as a joke, Freddie, who records everything with his phone now when we play, and then I grab it, he uploads it, and then I grab it and pull things out of it to post, sent us a video of the acoustic gig last night, and it was, you know, just a black screen. The gig didn't happen. It was freezing cold, and there was not one person at the restaurant. Not one person. So Linda and I went in and had dinner. But that's where I've taken my guitar playing. I've taken it to the resort on the lake, you know. And over the years, I've toured it around northeastern Ohio and northwestern Pennsylvania, and had a good time playing and played and played and played. And did I become famous? No. Did I become rich? No. Did I have a ball? Yes. Would I trade it for anything in the world? No. Not 1 minute of it, not 1 second. And so, you know, there you have it. That's and I hate opinions, right? These opinions. That's just my opinion.
Stupid fucking redneck.
So to take it out, you know, that's just what I think and what I think of people's lists. Artistic ability or musical ability, it's different for everybody. And sure, you know, there are 12-year-old kids on YouTube that are just going to blow all of us away. And they've achieved a level that we'll never achieve, but really, what do they have? You know, they're able to mimic something that they've been taught, and that's how I see it. And it's all subjective. It's all subjective to say who's good and who's bad. I don't want to say anybody's bad except for maybe Turd Nugent. And so, you know, it's subjective. People are not always going to agree. And that's why I think these lists are hilarious. And 9 times out of 10, when a list comes out now, 50 to 70% of the stuff on the list, I don't even agree should even be on the list. But they're going by what got out in front of the world, what the world saw, and how the world judged it. And maybe they go by record sales and you know, the accomplishments of the artist. And then with Eric Clapton, again, you know, we didn't even mention, I forgot to even mention Cream. Remember them? Yeah, Cream. At the time, they were dubbed the first super group. Okay? You know? So it's all subjective. I don't mean to, you know, knock anybody's opinion, because I've seen a dozen of these videos And they always talk about how Eric Clapton ain't that good, you know? All right. What have you got?
Oh,